Hello, everybody. I hope you are all doing well. This has been obviously an extremely challenging year. We've talked a lot in these videos and in all the conversations we've had here at Villa and with the people in our lives about all the fears and anxieties and difficulties that we've been having. And I know we could all use some things to make us feel good. So on that note, particularly as we are approaching Thanksgiving, I'm going to try to integrate into some of my videos going forward some good news that is happening here at the college, and specifically good news that is coming from our students who are doing some great work, even despite all the unforeseen obstacles that have been put in their way this year. So we are starting off today with Nick Ellis, a student here at Villa, who by all accounts is a great person and a great student, and I know is very active here. So welcome, Nick.
Welcome. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. Nick, could you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'm actually a sophomore here at Villa. I'm a graphic design major.
Can you maybe just tell us some of the things that, an achievement this semester in particular, given, again, all the challenges that you are particularly proud of?
Yeah, absolutely. So far throughout the semester, I mean, staying diligent, working on homework, making sure I get my assignments in. It's definitely been a challenge between, technical difficulties, the COVID scenario, not having a vehicle. It's constant obstacles to jump over, and like remaining diligent is like on the top of my list because it's what's helped me maintain a really solid average. I believe right now I'm in the 4.0 range again, and I'd like to keep it that way. I try to succeed in pretty much every field that I'm in right now. I'm a musician too, outside of school. Constantly releasing new music, producing music, working with the boys throughout COVID. We're navigating it digitally. We're doing Zoom meetings. We're doing Zoom practices. We're actually trying to catch each other when we can in person. And that's all happening around a busy school schedule, home life. Yeah, I try to stay as busy as possible and as productive as possible with, the time being in college, because this is the road that's leading to the next door for the rest of my life. And I want it to be paved with as much gold as possible.
Yeah, that's great, Nick. And we're starting this off, and again, in the future, I'd like to continue to do this with some students, and even if they don't want to come on and be part of a video like this, at least I can mention some of their accomplishments, because one of the things that is part of the Villa Way is that we celebrate successes. So over the summer, I was talking about the Villa Way, which is the behaviors that we encourage here at Villa. And a big part of that is celebrating successes. And obviously having a 4.0 is a huge success, and you deserve major congratulations for that and should feel very proud of it. But I'm glad you said some other things too, because it's not just about your grade point average. It's about how you've had to approach school right now and all the other things going on in your life. So could you maybe just talk a little bit more about that, some of those challenges and about the diligence it has required?
Trying to stay diligent. Some of the things that I've done, it's all structure. It's big schedule. Right when I come home, the first thing I do, take care of the animals, sit right down at my desk, and I'm immediately grinding on homework. I'm jumping right on projects. Any free time I get during classes, campus hour, I'm trying to work on my projects, keep everything going steadily. It's as long as you stay diligent and keep up the effort on your studies, you stay, ahead of the curve if you can, or, go with the flow, you'll end up right where you need to be. As far as like navigating the COVID stuff, it's all just general hygiene and stuff. It's all like what should be common knowledge, wash your hands, wear a mask. If you're visiting people around the campus, make sure you're remaining safe distance, and, try to exercise that as much as possible so that it becomes second nature. Because then it's no longer, a headache that some people might see it as, because it's the new norm. I mean, it's what we have to do right now to keep everything going safely and soundly so we can get back to the normal life.
Yeah, thanks. You know, that message of diligence is really important. And, you know, can you remember a time maybe this semester or earlier in your academic career where, again, it wasn't so much that you ended up getting an A on a paper or a project or something, but just the fact that you kind of like stuck it through and you found a way to get it done? You know, does anything come to mind? Maybe you could say a few words about that.
Oh yeah. I had a couple experiences my first semester and my second semester. Um, it's the same thing. Like I fell short on papers and it seemed like I was pulling all-nighters for like a solid week. I hit that like, all right, I'm gonna grind hard. I'm gonna make sure I get caught up. And it seemed like it just never ended for a while. Like I'd get something done. I'm like, yes, I caught up. And then a whole new list of projects came out. And then I was trying to catch up with that. And for the rest of the semester, I think it was my first semester. That's how it was. It was just a constant grind. And it was a little, I don't want to say like disheartening. It just got very heavy for a little bit, especially with like, again, like life stuff getting in the way and a lot of outside struggles, you know, weighing over me. But ideally, yeah, it was hard push. But once we got it, I felt really good with, you know, my final grades, and I just was happy to succeed. You know,
Yeah.
it's a really good feeling to have that achievement, knowing that you can get through so many things, you know, in and out of school and still come out on top.
Yeah, right. And you know, that feeling of success is again, it's something that depending on the circumstances of every individual person, it's measured differently. And I think sometimes in education, students feel like if they're not at the very top, then somehow they're a failure. And we don't want our students to feel that way. You've got specific things going on in your life, and success for some students right now might be just getting the work done to finish the semester. It might be just reaching out to a faculty member and asking, you know, what can you help me with this assignment? It might be finally making that appointment down in the Student Success Center when you've been thinking about it all semester long, but you haven't uh, uh, gone ahead and done it. And then finally you do it and you get some of the help that you need. Those are small steps, but they're steps of success, and you build on those. And I think that's kind of what you were saying is, you know, you build on it. So maybe the success is coming home, and after you spend a little time with your pets, you sit down, and even if you're not in the best frame of mind, you just start getting going, and then you build one step at a time, and in the end you end up with a grade that, you know, you're really proud of. So
Oh yeah.
I think that's a good experience to reflect on for your fellow students.
For
Anything
sure.
else you would say to your fellow students right now? Especially, you know, we made the announcement very recently, we're going to finish up courses online, and then we get into the break. And this is always a very stressful and tiring time for students. So do you have anything else you'd like to say to them?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Uh, Stick it out, guys. I mean, it's gonna get a little tough again, but I mean, you got this. Every one of you guys, the ones that know I'm talking to you, friends I've made, you know, the connections and, you know, acquaintances I have at the school now, and those that I don't know yet. Like, you guys have it in you, and you'll succeed. You just gotta stay the course. You know, keep grinding. Once this semester's done, I mean, we have a whole new world in front of us when it comes to next semester. We don't know what's going to happen, endless possibilities, but either way, we're one step closer to our futures. We're going to have a brighter future regardless, because we're going to work hard for it. And, you know, with that mindset and that attitude, you will achieve what you're trying to achieve. And I believe in all of you.
That is awesome, Nick. And it couldn't have been said any better. And I think it will be a message that really means something to your fellow students. So, you know, Nick, the reason Nick is on this video with me is because he was recommended to me. And faculty and staff, we have a page on our website for you to recommend students who, again, have achieved something. It could be something really great. It could be something, you know, relatively small, but you know, for that student, it is significant. And we want to recognize as many students as we can for their achievements. So you can go ahead and fill out the form on the website, faculty and staff members, and then we'll reach out to the students and see if they want to be on a video or they just want me to say a few words about what they did. And remember, students, heed Nick's advice. Registration also is ongoing for next semester. So if you haven't done that yet, reach out to your advisor and get yourself registered. And know that everyone here at Villa is here for you. I'm sure Nick, who I really have just gotten to know very recently, if you saw him in the hallway and you after watching this video, you said, hey, can I ask you a question? Based on what I've learned about Nick, he would be more than happy to help you out. So everyone is here for you, including your fellow students, and we all want to see you succeed.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, Nick, thank you very much. And I'm glad we've gotten to know each other a little bit, and the whole Villa community has gotten to know you. And congratulations on all of your successes. Keep it up, and we look forward to learning more about all the great things you do.
Thank you, Dr. G. Thanks for this opportunity.
Okay, so long, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.